As a child, never forgot it. Our teachers in primary school used to teach us a song. We would all sing it together. Our little hearts would flutter with excitement. There is a village out there far away. Even if we never go, even if we never see it, that village is our village. La 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 la, la 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 la. Love those words. To think of villages and people never seen as part of myself. That was the greatest comfort of a child's heart, its farthest happiness. There was childhood. Villages whose place I did not know would fill my imagination. And I would knock on the doors of people never met. Believed that wherever love was taken, love would be waiting there. Doubt never even crossed the mind for a good person. There was no other way to think. Those strangers whose doors I knocked on, loved them before even knowing them. Then something happened, who knows what. In my high school years, something inside changed. That distant village never visited, suddenly became the enemy. Who did this, how it was done, no way to know. But that childhood song, as I grew older, turned inside me into hostile lines. The distant village became infidel, became Armenian, became the traitorous Kurd, in the end became Kurdish. A language never known, never heard, a language in which not even a single word had been spoken. Became the enemy in my eyes, in my mind. Raids were launched against villages never known, even massacres. Every vision crueler than the one before, more furious, more dark inside. Love changed places, and hatred took its place. Humanity gave way to hostility in youth. This did not remain in me alone. The same darkness was growing in other tongues as well. Then I too dissolved into that crowd. Hatred for the distant village became melody in songs, a slogan in gatherings, a prayer in worship. The hardness that began inside turned into a common voice in the army. It was polished into a brave young man's love of country, in the trenches into armor for survival, and on the last breath into a martyr's final word. Hatred for the distant village was treated as the measure of love for the homeland in the name of patriotism. Our tongues competed in hating that distant village, and so did our hearts. Now a confession. In those years, never once asked, was it my fault that the same language was not spoken, or the fault of that distant village? The question never even entered the mind. No one around me was asking it either. So I did not ask, did not question, was not even curious. Then came the realization. The more I stayed silent, the more that we spoke. My blindness was one small piece of our shared darkness. Every village that spoke another language was treated as an absolute enemy. To go one day and see that distant village, to listen to its language, to learn one of its words, to speak, to understand, never crossed our minds. Did not go, did not see, did not know, yet kept insisting on calling them the enemy. Forced ourselves upon them, took pride in our history, in our ancestors, our character, our identity, our heroism, and the thing we called justice. But that distant village too had a story. Its ancestors, its past, its honor, its character, its dignity. Never thought about that. Had we done so, perhaps some of our hatred would have faded. Perhaps that is why that question was avoided, and that thought as well. Just as learning its language was avoided because a human being draws close to the language of what is meant to be understood. But whoever wants to silence first resists, then suppresses, denies, forbids. That is what we did. Not for a single day did friendship with that spoken language, with its pain, with its loneliness, cross our minds. Once, love had come without seeing. This time, hatred came without seeing. From a childhood that had learned to love before knowing, we turned into a society that hates before knowing. How strange. What one human being does to another, if done by one animal to another, would seem unnatural. There is a people out there far away. Even if we never go, even if we never see them, they are our people. There is a language out there far away. Even if we do not love it, even if we do not speak it, even if we do not understand it, that language is our language. Though speaking, there were us as well. That language too should have been ours. There are people in the east far away. People perhaps never seen, never asked about. People torn away from us. What was called distant was not what stood far from us. It was what had been pushed away from ourselves. Out there, speaking another language, are people who are ours, our other half, far away. La 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 la. Out there, speaking another language, are people who are ours, our other half, far away. There is a people out there, far away. Even if we never go, even if we never see them, they are our people. There is a language out there, far away. Even if we do not love it, even if we do not speak it, even if we do not understand it, that language is our language. Though speaking, there were us as well. That language too should have been ours. There are people in the East far away, people perhaps never seen, never asked about, people torn away from us. What was called distant was not what stood far from us. It was what had been pushed away from ourselves. Out there, speaking another language, are people who are ours, our other half, far away. La 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 la.